My name is Jade.
Crashing, crashing out, yeah. I'm crashing out, yeah. Don't know what to do now. You live.
Welcome back to the Unpleasant Thoughts Podcast. It's your boy Shampoo, aka Big Shampoo, back with another special guest today. Let the people know your name, where they can find you, and a little bit about what you do.
My name is Jade. Y'all can find me on IG at ITSJADEJ_. Again, ITSJADEJ_. I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, a little bit of producer. Yeah, I do a little bit of everything.
All right, appreciation for coming through. Thank you. So we like to start from the beginning. Where are you from originally?
So I'm originally from Danville, Virginia. However, I moved up here when I was 10. So I've been up here for like 18 years. So they say, girl, you technically from the area. They're like, I went to elementary, middle school, and high school in this area. So
was there like a transition coming from there in the beginning?
I mean, I always wanted to be like up here because down there is a little bit like southern and stuff, so I always want to be in the city, so it was a little bit of a shift, just considering as far as like dealing with people and like being a new kid. Like I never been a new kid to a school, like I always been like the one that stayed there, so it was a shift, but it wasn't like culture shock. It was like, okay, I'm here, we just learn as we go.
And what area did you move to when you came here?
DC.
Like what part? I'm from there. I was born there.
Southeast.
Okay.
Naylor Road. That's where my mother been up here longer than I did, but she was like, we lived in DC, but I was going to school in PG.
I went to elementary over on that side. I don't think that school over no more.
What school?
Western Education.
She probably know more than I do.
Yeah. I used to live on that part of Southeast over there. Naylor Road. Familiar. But you went to school in PG.
Yeah, so she was driving me to school. Like she was like, I don't know, she ain't ready for DC schools.
Southeast was a little different. It was a little different.
Yeah, so she was like, she ain't ready for PG.
What PG school you were?
So elementary I went to Burn Heights. That was like a little bit more close to like College Park. Then I went to Greenbelt Middle School, and then I went to Eleanor Roosevelt for high school.
Okay, that's all right. So how was it like growing up? Like you had like siblings?
No, I'm the only child.
How was that? Like growing up as an only child, like did you have a lot of friends, or like was it like lonely at first until?
No, so like I mean, of course, like as a kid, you want like a brother or sister. That was like when I was like 4 or 5. But then it's like you kind of get adjusted to like being like you are like very hyper independent. So I had friends. I still am. I gotten better. A lot better, but I'm still an introvert. I was always been the one that was like introverted a lot.
So how is, because I'm asking how you got into music, how has music changed that though for you?
So originally, which is kind of surprising, I didn't really want to be in music when I was a kid. Like I love music, but it was something like, I'm gonna do this as a path. It was a more like trade stuff, like I'm gonna be a cosmetologist, I'm gonna do hair, or then it was like I'm gonna play basketball because I like playing basketball. But it was just like a shift where it was like, okay, so what comes easy to somebody else should become easy to you. So like music I was always in choir, I was always singing, I was always listening to music, but I was never necessarily like, this is what I'm gonna pursue it. So when I did do it, it was like a little bit more like it was like I opened up on stage versus off stage.
Okay. Yeah, cause I like, even though with music, like you might have to network as well, like go out and network. I know you said being an introvert, but is it different when you doing it in that capacity? Doing
it now is different. Like you gotta do it. So it's just like I'm a little bit more like sociable. I'm out and like, but only because it's a safe space though. So it's like if it's not a safe space, it's like, all right, I'm not gonna say nothing. But like if I know people, I'm like, even if it's new places, like new venues or whatever, I'm still a little bit like timid or like reserved. But I am a little bit more open, like meeting people and stuff like that. So it's a little different now versus where when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I wasn't necessarily out in the music scene like that. And I was performing and stuff and doing open mic, but it wasn't like at a capacity to this or like releasing projects and meeting people.
Okay. So when did it become something that you like wanted to do?
Probably most likely like in 8th grade. Like I was, like I said, I was always in choir and stuff like that. but I was kind of scared. I was holding down the foundation, but I was still in that process of like being scared to sing in front of people. So 8th grade was like, okay, I did it. I sang in front of people, and I was like, oh, this feels great. I think this is what I need to do. So then it was like, okay, voice came, and then it was like piano. So it was just like full throttle from there. But it wasn't. I still was like performing, but teenager, I don't know where to go to places to do certain, like to meet up with people and stuff like that. But I was still in choir. Like I had, my music teacher, she was taking us around like the area to perform at different things. So I was getting experience like singing behind Yolanda Adams. We were in the choir singing at Joe Biden, but he was Vice President Joe Biden when we was at his house. So it was like different like little things that was kind of setting me up. But it didn't take off until like me actually being in the music scene until like 2022, 2023.
So did you have like family members who were into music as well?
Yeah, my grandmother sings. She actually has a gospel group. So I used to see them like rehearse all the time in the living room. So she's like probably like the one like it hit my grandmother, it touched my uncle a little bit, then it like full throttle hit me. So yeah, she was the one that I always see like performing and stuff and going to different churches. Like I think it was either Fridays or Saturdays or even Saturday or Sundays performing at different services and stuff like that with the group.
So when like writing, songwriting, when did that come into play? Because that's a whole different.
Songwriting. I mean, I wrote my first song when I was like, I think I was like 8 or 9, but it was just like so corny.
Yeah,
but
I was say, was it something that you?
Yeah, it was so corny. It was just like talking about wedding bells and marriage and stuff. Like it was a little jingle, but I really started to get really full. Like I started to get into writing by journaling. Like I was one of those kids where I didn't necessarily speak up as much as far as when it came to my feelings are concerned.
Gotcha. So
journaling was something that kind of started it. But I would always start a song and then I would always trash it. I would never keep up with it. Like I would never be like, I don't have it like, yeah, I got journals of my thoughts, but not journals of songs.
You just wanted to get it out, and then
I just thought it sucked. Like I just
didn't like it.
I didn't like. I wasn't like, okay, just keep doing it, whether if it suck or not.
Like, yeah, because you can fix it. It's the first try.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking like that. I didn't really write my first full. Well, no, I lied, because in school we'll have projects of like writing like in like different. It was options like, okay, you can do a presentation, you can do whatever it is, or you could do a song. I always chose to do the song because I was like, all right, I'm gonna just take the the instrumental of one song and I just write my own lyrics.
Gotcha.
But I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was just like, I'm gonna get this album done. I'm like, this is my first song. So my first original song I didn't write till, man, I was like 17, 18 in college.
Okay.
Like two verses, bridges, and everything.
So
like
that one, you recorded it?
I recorded and everything. Like I was late to like recording music and stuff. Like I've always been in the studio. I didn't really step to the studio until I was like 18, 19.
Okay, so that first song, is it something that if you hear it now, you'd be like, oh, I like it, or it's just like...
No, I still appreciate it. Now, it would be some things I'm like, okay, like if I compare it to my music now, like some growth, like, yeah, okay, I came a long way. But it was like, I wrote in a songwriting class in college, and that's what I really, really had to, like, I took that class. I'm like, oh, okay, we telling stories and everything like that. And that's when I kind of stuck it out. I was like, let's just see where it goes. So we'll have like class, we'll have like sessions and stuff like that. We'll come in and we're like, the teacher will like, okay, how about this? Or we'll like work the song together. Because it was more so geared to, the school I went to was more so geared to like musical theater. So it was like more so stories and stuff, which in a way it really helped. Because it was like, you gotta start somewhere and it gotta end somewhere. But it's got to be interesting. It's got to catch the eye of people. So I did it, and I was like, okay. And I always would hold that class special to my heart because I'm like, okay, this is what I learned. Is I gotta tell some type of story. Gotta be some type of plot. So that was the first time I'm like, oh, this is a song. Okay, cool. We did it. I composed it. I had some help composing it, and then I went and I recorded it.
Gotcha.
Like at home.
Gotcha. So from then to now, what do you think has been your biggest area of growth in songwriting?
I was just being more. I was always personal, but like being more personal and not being like scared to take it there. Now I'm like, I do have like, should I say this? I'm like, I do have some limits, but it's just like being scared to actually like being able to just write it and just be like, all right, cool. Most definitely as far as like lines and like relatability is concerned too. Like I hear a lot of people like your songs are really relatable. Like it's not toxic. It's like everybody's going through this, and it's like just very like relatable.
Is that feedback something that motivates you?
Yeah, like especially I think it was one comment that really I was like, okay, so I'm making an impact for sure. She told me, she was like, yeah, my me and such broke up, and your music has helped me through the process of grieving it. And I'm like, really? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, that's what I want. Like I don't want it to be where, like, granted, do I want to write hits? For sure, but I also want to be like, her music's relatable and it's making an impact.
Do you practice on those type of songs, even though that's not your like the hits? Like
no, so it's, I don't want to say practice, but I've kind of like my ear has kind of been tuned to like what's what. Like, but you honestly don't know what's a hit because it could be something totally left field, and then that's not a hit, and then it could be a hit. So it's just like I think when it comes to like writing hooks and stuff and everything like that, and vowels and sounds that people use, most definitely, because I mean I listen to a lot of music. It's not to be like trying to imitate anybody or try to take anything. It's more so like, oh, this is how things sound on the radio, but also you don't want to be like corny with it or anything. So I just think I'm more so like my ears. I'm like, let's try this, or like that sounded like it. So more so with my hooks and stuff, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so who are some singers that you listen to that may have had some type of inspiration?
So I listen to. It depends. It honestly depends on how I'm feeling by the day. So, I mean, like my foundation is always going to be like, it's always going to be Brandy, Beyonce. I love James Fauntleroy. James Fauntleroy is a singer and songwriter, but he's known for a lot of his like songwriting, like writing the whole 2020 album for Justin Timberlake. What's another one? Right now, I'm listening to Destin Conrad is dope. It really depends. It really depends on the mood. Like I'm listening to Tiana Taylor. I'm listening to Sasha Keeble.
Yeah, I love her.
Sasha Keeble's dope. Who else? I'm also geared to songwriters too. So like I like Jade Aiko, Babyface, and also what's another one? Because his music count, his songwriting stuff, and his music count. What's another one? Nova Wave. They got music. They write and they produce. It's a duo, female duo that write stuff. Seven Streeter. So it ranges. Okay. But I always want to be like this. If I'm listening to a song, like okay, this is how I want my song to sound, or I want my lyrics to be like on that level up, and like these are dope lyrics.
Have you written for others?
Have I written for others? I'm getting to that point of doing that, and I thoroughly enjoy it now. What I don't like about it is that I'll be coming up with dope ideas for other people before myself. So it's like it's no. You would think it'd be like a limit to like an artist, but it's like to me it's a total opposite. Like it's a limit to me, but like with the artist it's like fair game. Okay. So I think because I think it's more so easy because they're giving you like, this is what I want. We're having a conversation. This is what I want to talk about. It's at the forefront. Even when they come to me collaborating with people, and it's my stuff. It's like quick. With myself, I'm like, I think I'm so hard on myself because I want it to be good. I'm like, I will literally sit there and like, I have to live life for stuff to come happen to me.
Okay, so I kind of get what you meant by that. Like they telling you what they want, they might give you whatever. So, but you're able to, you're able to paint their picture. Yeah, but execute. Even with nothing, like I did a songwriting session like back in like 2024. It was my first songwriting session, and it was like new for me because it was like you'll write something and melodies and stuff. They're like, okay, I like this part. Let's take out this part. Like let's do set the four. Let's lay it down instead of four. So like even when it comes to writing down ideas and like recording stuff, it's like just get the idea down so you don't lose it. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to being like letting it sit and be like, I don't know if I like that. I'm like, just get it and just record it because you might come back and you might like it later. Nah, that makes sense. And you also mentioned production. How you say a little production?
Yeah, a little bit.
So what's a little production?
So my recent project, I think I recorded. I wrote all the songs, but I produced.
This might be about you. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I wrote all of the songs. Minus a feature. Shout out to my features. But I did co-produce two songs with Brown Sugar Productions.
Okay. Yeah, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. Another guest, former guest.
Yeah. So how I do it is just like I will like create like a skeleton. Like I will like really like lay down like the sounds and stuff in the track, and then I will send it off and like, okay, this is what I want. Like just embellish it or figure out like I trust you with your best judgment, and that's how she did it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like I just want to play around with it though a little bit more, so and see what I can come with.
Yeah. So but you plan on like doing like full songs, or you okay with what you doing now?
I'm baby stepping my way into full songs, but it's just like I will send loops and stuff to be like, okay, this is what I want. Like, man, you can take it. I trust your judgment. You can take it to a different place if you want to. So it's just like I'm easing myself into full songs to see where I can go. I've done full songs, honestly, like, and I've sent it off and be like, okay, can you just do something with it and stuff like that. But I want it to be where it's like on her level, on Brown Sugar level, on people that I know, on Ty Renaissance level. Like they were actually like putting down the sounds and doing stuff. And like I have the ear, I think, and I got the resources. So like I don't know. I guess I'm kind of scared to suck first. But I do want to get more into that. Like Chloe Bailey has been kind of like an inspiration lately with her doing a lot of production.
Have you had any training or tutelage in the production?
Yeah, so I use Logic. So I started using Logic probably like during the pandemic. I was like, I want to learn how to record myself, because at least an artist, like every artist needs to learn how to record themselves. Like that's the basics. Whether you're using Pro Tools, Ableton, Logic, what's another one? MPC, if I'm right. So it's like every artist should at least learn how to record themselves. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get Logic. I got a MacBook. Logic's $200 and it's yours, and definitely.
I got Logic. I don't use it because I don't do music, but I got it. It came pre-installed. I got like all the little, I got Final Cut, all that.
Right. So I got a mic and stuff and everything, like the Focusrite bundle, and I just started playing around and everything like that. So and then I got like the iRig thing to connect to my keyboard. So I was just like laying down like keys and like chords and stuff like that, and just trying to figure out some things. But school really helped me. I took a class called computer music, where I worked with like Sibelius, is like composing and like manuscripts. But with this class particular, I was working with how to use Logic and how to produce and stuff. So every time he'll give us a sound and say, hey, I need y'all to make like a 4-bar loop. I need to make y'all an 8-bar loop, 16 loop. Okay, now a whole song and rhyme with lyrics and stuff like that. But it was like the whole point was just to get to know like the app. Well, the DAW. So like to move around and how to do things. So when I got that, I'm like, okay, everything started to click. I'm like, okay, now I can just start creating and stuff like that. So just a little bit of that.
So it sounds like you had a lot of useful classes. Some people say they take classes there and then
but I majored in music. I was a jazz major, vocal, so it was part of the curriculum. We had to take those classes and stuff like that.
See, but some people take them and still wouldn't put them to use.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying you making it count. You play any instruments?
I play piano.
That's it. So that helps with the producing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I tried to make a beat before. Some of the worst noise I ever heard.
You gotta start somewhere, especially if it's like sound is already pre-installed.
I started.
Yeah. Now one I would say I did start to mess around with like production like back in like I went to college before coming to UDC. I was like using like GarageBand and stuff like that. But we also took a class how to use Pro Tools, and the learning curve is so hard. Pro Tools is like, it's not hard once you get it, but I was like, I want to learn Pro Tools. That's the next move. But I'm sticking with Logic right now. But like Pro Tools, I can just baby step my way into it.
Gotcha. But do you plan to learn to become proficient in all of them, or you good where you at?
I want to learn Pro Tools because it's like the industry standard. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm good. I mean, now it's Ableton. Like they're using the Ableton for everything now, like the live music and production and stuff like that. Which is, it's nothing wrong with it. I'm like this. My teacher told me, whatever DAW that works best for you, that you know to move around in the most efficiently, then you use that. Then you use that. So like it doesn't really. It's like it's no really wrong answer, like a right or wrong answer. It's just whatever fits you.
Yeah, I guess that's probably, I guess it's no different than like cameras. Certain people prefer certain brands, but if you good with it, you can make it work. So I get that. So let's delve into the latest project a little more. Tell us about the title.
So This Might Be About You is the title. It was originally something else. So I was fresh off of grad school, and I was just not getting back into this. Like I had to kind of slow down because I was trying to perform and do things while going to grad school, and this program was hard. So I was like, let me just step back. And so I was trying to like get back into the motion of like performing and creating and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right. So my first project was out for a year. I was all right. Let's get to creating. So for the life of me, I could not. It was like I had on and off days. It was like days I'm like, okay, I got it, and then it was like days like I didn't have it. So I really was like, so the original title was called Motions because I really was going through the motions. Yes. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So then, as you start, I'm like, you know what? I know that I'm gonna have to take my time with this one. So as I started to live life, and summer 2024, I was living life. It just started to. The music just started to like. I already had some of the songs kind of like set there and set back, so I was taking my time. But like the rest of the music just started kind of like it started to come, and I was trying to get it out at the end of that year, but I was like, nah, it's not. I'm not ready. I kind of got like a little distracted, so I was like, nah, just top of next year. That's fine. Take your time. So I was in the car, and something told me. I was like, they said change the title. And This Might Be About You. And I'm like, that's a little bit uncomfortable. Like I was like, I don't know, because I don't want this to be about a person like I'm dealing with or whatever. It's like, is this so you ran a whole project about people now? This might be about you.
I get the appeal of it though.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm like, you'll be giving yourself a disservice if you don't title it this because this is what you're going through right now.
You said might. So
yeah, I'm like, it might be, it might not. So I'm like, all right, let's just go ahead and do it. Let's just name it that. And when I was giving people the title, it was like, oh, that's very personal, and I like the title. It's like something that's different. Yeah. So it just stuck, and we got This Might Be About You.
So how long did it take you to put the whole project together?
So I started, I guess around like June. Like May or June. So I would say I started like creating it around like May or June. So I would say probably and I released it in April. Probably like a good like maybe 8-10 months. I'm estimating. I'm not pretty sure.
Yeah, no, it took the time. It don't sound like you took your time.
Yeah,
you took your time crafting it. Is there a song on there that you perhaps went back and forth with the most and was like, I don't know if I want to put this one on here?
Oh yeah. So it was I had two actually. One was called Crashing Out. Mm-hmm. I was like writing it, and then I gave it to co-produced it, and I gave it to Brown Sugar to finish off. And then I got it back, and I was like, I don't know, like it's one of those like I don't know, like I didn't want this because I had it originally was gonna be. I think I had like 8 tracks. I was going without that song. The project was on a momentum, so I'm like, damn, I don't want to slow it down. Like this joint kind of go without it. So my mother was like, just go ahead and record it. Like, what you got to lose? Like, you just don't put it on there. So I put it on there, and I recorded it, and then I played it. I sequenced the album. And I was like, oh yeah, this gotta stay. Gotta stay. Everybody, I wanted it on there, but I was leery of the lyrics because I didn't want anybody to be like targeted. Here's the thing: if I write songs about you, you set the tone. I'm telling people now, you set the tone.
I feel like the thing is, you told them before they turned it on, they say this might be about you. So if you listen to it, it might be. You might hear something. It might not.
But here's the catch, though. Some of the songs on there are not about a person. Sometimes it's a conversation that I was listening to, being nosy, or a TikTok situation that I was looking at, like, okay, this works. So a lot of times, some of the songs on there isn't about anybody.
That's where the occurring because.
No, it's all about the past person. And I'm like, this ain't even about you. This is about somebody else. But I was very leery because I didn't want any type of like, hey, we gotta talk. What's going on with this music? Why this is blah 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 blah.
I was just that's all based off a movie.
But I did get a disclaimer.
So it's based off a movie.
I did give a disclaimer though. I did. I had to pull somebody aside. I said, hey, you got 2 tracks. Yeah. Well, actually, I said you got 1. I didn't tell them that.
Did you specify which tracks they were?
Yes, I did specify.
I would have just had them guessing.
He thought it was no.
See, now you gotta listen to the whole thing.
So they thought it was that, and they were like, "Is that song?" Like, nah, it really ain't. That's it. Dang, like, so it was, but it wasn't. It wasn't like, you wasn't be so about me. They were just like, do what you gotta do, like, you know what I'm saying. But I'm always respectful. I'm never. If I really mess with you, I'm respectful, and I'm gonna keep you like incognito. Like, I'm never gonna be like, put your name in the song, blast you, because at the end of the day, that's not who I am. I'm gonna tell about my experience before I tell about you. So I'm always respectful, very respectful. Like, I'm not gonna be no Summer Walker or whatever and just put your name in there or whatever.
That's the thing. I'm on the other end of it. I wish I was that impactful. Somebody write a song about me, especially Summer Walker. Them some good ass songs.
It was really good songs.
I don't care if they about me. That shit sound good.
It's really good songs. It's just the fact that I'm always like, I'm just very like, in a way, I'm giving you information without giving it too much.
Yeah, you've been open but not specific.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Which is it's a good way to play it. It's a good way to play it, Some people care about people's feelings. And there's nothing wrong with that because there's a lot of people who don't.
Right.
So we need more of that. How'd you go about like selecting your features?
So just who sounds good on the track. So first track that was already out in April. That song was already out. So I'm like, no brainer, put that on there. Love Bomb, it was between 2 guys. And I was like, but like, I really go by what sounds good, what fits. So I do that. Shout out to Nature Boy. I know Nature Boy was just here.
Yeah.
I had did something for his album, and then I'm like, who can I get on this? I'm like, so I asked him, can you be on my... For a record, it's not an album, it's an EP. People keep calling the album as an EP. I said, can you be on my, can you do this? He said, oh, sure, I'd love to. So, but what sounds good, and I know he raps his ass off, so I don't have to worry about that. And I know Born Supreme and Art 23 rap their ass off.
Yeah, I seen them perform the other night at the Open Gym joint.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. Good selection. So you got an ear. Good ear. So I know you're not a stranger to performing, but you perform in front of some big people. But do you remember your first performance of your own material?
Oh yeah, it had to be the song I did in college.
You performed it at the school?
Yeah, so it wasn't like a big like audience. It was more so where it took place was like in a dance studio. But it was like people there, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is like very personal, very up close and personal, and I was like, yeah. This is good. And I always have those moments when I write my own material and I'm like performing it. But even when I was doing I was doing a lot of covers. I was like in the music scene, I'm like, I want to perform my own stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind performing covers, but I was like, let me perform my stuff. But that's the one I'm like, yeah, I like this. This feels good.
So what was the biggest difference between, like I said, your own material and you just singing other songs?
It's just the fact that what was the difference? Is the fact that I was working on a project. I had a project, so around that time, 2023, April, I think it was April or May 2023, I released my first project. And I was like, I want these songs I did, I want to perform them. So I guess because I had a project out, it was like, all right, come on. Versus then, I didn't have a project. I just had like songs in the vault, just singing the songs I was just writing and stuff.
Do you have a favorite song to perform?
Depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm like playing keys, the first album, it's not even an album, it's EP. The first EP, because I literally composed and produced that first one. That one's personal. That's like, I did everything. I worked with my jazz professor on that one, but I love it. I performed some of my favorite songs. Perform off that project. It's Just Friends. Basically all of them. I think it was one that I didn't perform in a while. That was dope too. It was like 4 songs. For this project, it's most definitely Nonchalant. I'm going blank. Nonchalant. Everybody. I love performing Everybody. Recently I just performed Love Bomb for the first time. Because I always perform the ones like I'm performing, and now I'm getting the nose like I don't want the audience to fall asleep. So what song we perform? That we perform the upbeat joints from the first one and from this one. So
Gotcha.
I always perform those.
Yeah, now I understand because a lot of artists talk about reading the room, knowing the crowd. So yeah, that's so. Do you prefer songwriting or performing?
I love them both.
I know. That's why I thought the comparison that they did too.
Oh, I love them both for various reasons. Performing, I can get my rocks off for sure, and I can like work on certain things. Writing for one reason, I can be in the house. You ain't gotta be outside to write. You can be in the house. And I like being in the house. Okay. But I like the stories and stuff. So it depends. I like both. Like I don't like choosing. I mean, the royalty songwriting is always on. You can always songwrite from anywhere. You can always perform it. Music you can always do anywhere. So, but I don't like choosing because I love them both.
Okay, gotcha. We got a little segment where we ask like the top 5s. So, and you know not to put a limit on this one. Top 5 places you would love to perform that you haven't already.
Ooh. In the area, just anywhere.
I said, don't put no limit on yourself. Anywhere in the world. The craziest answer we had, I think, was Mars, but
that's crazy. New York, Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
That's crazy tough. London. That Mars one don't sound too bad, but I'm not gonna. That's crazy dope.
I heard London. It was love over there. A couple people I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Rio. Be more specific. Where they got the statue for Jesus up there. It's a little high. I'm not saying go up in there. I'm talking about just on the bottom.
You putting on the show for real. I don't like heights too much.
So, dang. I always thought about closing down a street, block party, and performing. Or some for real stuff, like some in the water stuff. And only maybe because I love this idea and it worked during the pandemic and it's still working now for him.
Mm-hmm.
If I had a house, most definitely my backyard.
Gotcha. Yeah, LaRusta.
Yeah, he put like the whole stage and stuff like to have performance come to you. Yeah. It's different than having them go to the venue. That's different. Yeah. Like, but to have them come to your house, they really mess with you. They come to your house.
Pretty tough. We gotta have understanding neighbors too.
Yeah, very understanding neighbors. I most definitely those are my 5.
Yeah. All right, one more top 5. Top 5 people that don't have any genre that you would love to write a song for.
I know he won't let me, but I would like to co-write with Prince.
That'd be dope.
This is hard. I never thought about this.
I know that, but I try to make it.
I never thought about this.
Some of them a little personal to the person I'm asking to right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Prince, that's pretty dope.
There's gonna be a bunch of just co-writing because
they probably don't. I got it.
They call it like you can come in. What's that? Summer Walker.
Okay.
I'm gonna add Gibby on that joint.
Okay.
Friday.
You definitely got some.
Because I've seen him let people write stuff for him. Shoot. Like I said, you don't need me, but I love to write Victoria Monet.
That's a good 5 right there. That's a good 5, and I don't feel like that's a 5 that the next person would pick. So
yeah, and those definitely they're gonna bound to change.
Yeah, it tends to do that. Do you have any other endeavors, hobbies that you're into that's worth talking about?
Now I'm more expanding myself outside solo artists and singer-songwriter to music directors. So I am a music director for an artist named Tiana. That's actually my sister. We actually friends. And she asked me to do music. I'm her keyboardist and her MD. Right now I am an MD for 7LE. Roots Live Band. So yeah, so now it's like more so the performances are outside the realm of like performing like for myself. It's more so like performing behind people, which I never thought I would be able. I never thought if you would have told me that I would be playing keys for people, I would have been looked at you like you were crazy. Because I had like a fear like I'm not playing. I don't want to do that because I don't want to fuck up anybody's music. But this is what I'm doing now, and it's been dope. It's been a learning experience, a good learning experience.
Yeah, I got you. So, anything else you want to tell the people that you got coming?
I'm working on stuff. Right now I'm living. So, I mean, I do have. So outside of my music, I do collaborate with a lot of like rappers. Shout out to my rappers out there. So I do have stuff. I know Sweezo just released his first. Sweezo just released his project called Him. I'm on his project. It's called Match Energy. And some more stuff I can't necessarily give away. But yeah.
But if they want to collaborate, what's the best way to contact you?
DM. Don't be on no weird shit.
They collaborate on music.
Collaborate on music. Don't be on no weird shit. And even if you see me on public, if you see me in person, just ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you my email address, my Instagram, and we'll just work something out.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, tell them one more time where they can find you at.
Y'all can find me on IG at ITSJADEJ_. Again, ITSJADEJ_. You can find in the links in the bios, the links to my projects. You can also stay tuned because I do be posting the shows and things that I'll be performing next and just personal stuff and personal life. I am a human being first before a musician. So yeah.
Gotcha, and I appreciate you for coming through.
Thank you.
Go check out the EP. This might be about you. Thank you.
And button.
Yes, sir.